Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I have here the Fancy Floral Layering Stencil Bundle. This bundle is really beautiful, and you've probably heard me say in a couple videos, I am getting out of the Christmas card mode, and I thought this bundle was beautiful because starting very soon in January is when I start to make my birthday cards. So I love layering stencils, and I thought this was beautiful. So in this bundle, you get this layering stencil, which is 4 pieces, and it says at the bottom, Gina K Designs Fancy Florals 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get all of those layers. Okay, then you get the coordinating dies. You get the sentiments, which say happy for you, happy birthday, sending hugs, happy birthday, and many more. You are the best, so very grateful, sweet friend, for all you do. And then you also get the coordinating dies, which cut out the scripty sentiments, happy for you, happy birthday, and sending hugs. So I love that. And then you get these 2 fun stencils. Okay, so I'm going to start with a piece of Gina K layering weight cardstock, which is cut to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And let's get to layering these florals. I have fresh asparagus and grass green, and then I have dark orchid and medium orchid, and then I have some Gina K blending brushes. So let's start with the florals here, and this says Fancy Florals 1 at the bottom. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. And let's get to this. I'm going to start with my medium orchid color. And let me see here. Yeah, we're going to start with medium orchid, and I'm just going to grab a little piece of silicone just to hold that down. And I have not played with these yet, so we'll see how they work. And I'm just going to line the bottom of my stencil to the bottom of my paper, and I'll have a little border on the right and the left here. A beautiful color. So I know after the holidays, I'd like to have a couple of birthday thank you cards, because, after the holidays, I think it's kind of overwhelming, and we kind of have to jump back into work and regular life. And so I like to have, I'm already over here, but that's okay, I'll cut this down. I like to have these cards just ready to go, so they're ready and I can just stick them in the mail and go. Okay, so florals 2, and these kind of go into the middle here. So you see how they fill in the center there, and I'm going to use the dark orchid for that, and I'm just going to use the same color brush. But I'm going to fill in the center petals there. And again, I'm just going to line up the bottom. It's right in the middle there. It's not a layering set per se. It's just a different section. So they don't go on top and layer. I'm kind of starting in the middle and then just kind of pushing that color outward. Ooh, just that. Stunning. I love it. Okay, so those are our medium orchid and our dark orchid. Now I'm going to switch over to layer 3. And again, you can see exactly where this lines up. You can see the greenery, that's our stem, so that's going to come down from our middle flower, our stem there. Very easy to do. If you're somebody who does not like lining up stencils, this is very, very simple to do. And I'm going to start with, let's do Let's do the grass green, which is the lighter green for this one, number 3. And I'm just using my fingers to just hold everything in place. I always like the Gina K bundles. There's a good value there. You can mix and match your pieces here with anything else that's in your collections, whether they're Gina K or not Gina K. But it's a good way to build up your stash if you're somebody who is a new card maker and you're just looking for little pieces. Those sentiments go good with anything. I like when she adds the dies. I like the stencils. It's a nice size stencil. Ooh, the backgrounds. That is just pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm thinking this would look really good with like an orange and yellow combination too. Okay, and then layer 4, the last layer is, again, just filler leaves, okay? They're not layering on top of anything. It's just a filler leaf. It's just adding. You don't even have to add this layer if you don't want to. But it's just filling in additional leaves. You could do the same color, but I'm going to go in with some fresh asparagus, which is a little bit darker green. Using the same brush again. Just want to make sure I'm not touching the green I already did there. Just adding some additional color. Just using the tip of my brush. But I can very easily mass produce several of these. You can do same colors, different colors. I think purples, pinks, orange, yellows, reds and orange, teals and blues. I mean, any color combination doesn't have to be realistic. It can be anything you want. You're using your creativity here to make this beautiful stenciled image. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Ooh, you could even do this as buds. This doesn't even have to be greenery. I could have left that in there and made that a colored bud instead of greenery, which is probably what I should have done with it. But that's okay. Again, your imagination. You do it any way you want. Now I can die cut this. So I can die cut this as a whole unit, especially since I got my little ink blurbed out there. Or I can die cut this as individual units. See that? Or I can leave it the way that it is and just stamp my sentiment and die cut my sentiment. Which I think actually I'm going to, let me see these stencils here. And we can layer these stencils. We can put them in the background. We can layer them on top of each other. I think I'm going to die cut this. I'm going to die cut this as one unit. Let's see how quickly I can make a card. Let me clean up my desk. Just move a couple things out of the way here. I'm going to bring my Intri-cut machine in. I'm going to die cut this as one unit. And then bring in some colored Gina K cardstock. And we're going to make this an easy card. Okay, before I die cut this, I'm going to use this corner. And I'm going to stamp this sentiment in the dark orchid. This just says sending hugs. I don't want to waste this paper. Since I'm going to die cut that out, I might as well use this corner, stamp this, and die cut this out at the same time. Perfect. Okay, so I can die cut this and die cut this. Okay, so I'm going to get a card base. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, got my Intri-cut machine. So I'm going to fold these down, push them in. So now it's locked into place. And then I have my cutting mat. I use some pixie tape to tape down my dies onto my paper, onto my self-healing cutting mat there. And you can do this either way. You can do that and then put your cutting mat or your platform on top, or you can flip it. You can flip it upside down like that if you want. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm just gonna, oh, I have to put it on cut dial, which is this one. And you will see it will cut like butter. Pull out, fold it back up, move it out of the way. Look at that. So easy, so simple. Cut all the little details out. So pretty. Perfect sentiment, sending hugs. Okay, so now we can move this out of the way. And then I think we should bring this stencil in. It's like a little lattice stencil, right? So let's bring in some cardstock. Maybe we should do a mini slimline, which would be what, 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. Whoa, shake the camera, why don't I? Shake, 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 Sonata. So 6 1/4. Would be by 6 1/2, right? This 3 1/4 plus 3 1/4 is 6 1/2, right? Scored at 3 1/4. This is some wild lilac. Oh, we used dark orchid. Is it going to matter? I don't think it's going to matter. It's still pretty. So let's do 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. Uh-oh, I think I did that too short. Three. That might be too short. We'll make it work. I'm not going to cut another piece. Okay, but ooh, that looks so pretty. And it's not a winter card. Oh yeah, okay. So now let's just stencil this on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's pretty. Okay. So what color do we want to stencil this is the question. I think we just go in with the dark orchid and we just kind of do a tone on tone. Do you agree? Yeah, thanks for agreeing. All right, now I'm not going to do a whole bunch here, just kind of a little bit in the background. Oops. See, like that, but I didn't want it to move. I should have used my little sticky mat. That's good enough. Okay, that's pretty. We used our stencil. And then I'll have my little mini slimline, little card ready. You never know. Sending hugs can be anything. It can be just thinking about somebody. It could be somebody who's, you know, get well. It could be anything. Look at those colors pop. I think I'm going to use my Connect glue and I'm going to add some sequins. And I have my new pickup stick. So, I mean, a little kit like this. And if you have stuff similar to this, what a great gift idea for someone. If you have someone that's just starting in card making, a wonderful gift idea to give to someone that has everything. I'm going to put a little Connect glue on this. It's a good way to just give them a little something because you have a stamp set, you have dies, and they don't need a big die cutting machine. These dies are small, that they could use a smaller die cutting machine. The sentiments on here, everybody likes birthday sentiments. You can never have enough birthday sentiments. I'm just going to shake out a couple of these guys. Oops, maybe a little too many there. Maybe I need a couple of the tiny ones in the micro set. Yeah, I'll be okay here. It fell right in the place. There we go. Look at that. So again, this was called, let me bring everything back into view. This is the Fancy Florals kit, and it's going to come with the stencils, and it's only 4 layers in the stencil, so there's not a lot there. So it's going to come with the 4 layers in the stencils. It's going to come with the dies. You're going to get the 2 background stencils, and then you're going to get the Fancy Phrases stamps, and you're going to get the Fancy Phrases coordinating die. So it's a nice little kit. Look how easy it was to put that little card together. I brought in the Gina K Connect glue and the sequins, the disco ball. Yep, disco ball sequins with the Connect glue. We used the fresh asparagus and the grass green inks. We also used the medium orchid and the dark orchid inks, some blending brushes, some adhesive, and some blending brushes, and the new Intri-cut die cutting machine, which it just gets easier and easier to use once you learn it. It's just very, very easy to use. But it is very easy, you guys, when you have a kit and it's all in there, and you can very easily mass produce this and change it up. So go check it out. If you have any questions, post them down below. I will put the link down below for you guys. But if you had fun watching me make this card, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.